Hello, in this video we are going to do something different. We are going to create our first actor we are going to place in our scene, and that is the portal actor. The first thing to do is to open up the project. We are going to go to the content drawer and go to the blueprints folder. It's currently empty, so I'm going to right click, create a new blueprint class. I'm going to choose actor. I'm going to name it BP underscore portal. BP as in blueprints. Let's open this up. First we need to see the actual portal mesh. It's currently it's completely empty. So I'm gonna go to select this portal here, click on add and choose static mesh. And I'm gonna search for portal. It says magic portal, and recall that this is one of the assets we downloaded from the Fab Marketplace in the previous lecture, so make sure that you have downloaded this. And it's a free asset. All of the assets we are using are free. And if you haven't downloaded yet, please do it. All you need to do is just search for portal and you will find it. So this is the magic portal. I'm gonna rename this to let's see, right click, rename to portal mesh. Also, we are going to add an arrow component to it. So you click on add and search for arrow. This will be used in teleportation to know exactly where the ball should spawn in. So if we go in from the backside in here, we will get to another portal, and for that other portal we will spawn on the arrow's location. Okay, so this is really the spawn location. So I'm gonna change the name of the arrow to spawn location. We could make use of its direction, but I feel like that is not really necessary. We are only going to make use of this spawn location's location in world space. You will see later on how we are gonna do that. It's fairly simple. So one portal will be connected to another portal, and this means that we need a reference variable we can set to connect it to another portal. So what I'm gonna do is click on this variable here. I'm gonna name it to other portal. This is the other portal it's going to be connected to, because after all, this is a teleportation portal. It would take us to some other location. So the other portal is of data type BP portal. If you search for it here, choose object reference. Make sure to click this I here, because we want to be able to change this directly from the scene. Okay, I'm going to show you very soon what I mean with that. And we want to be able to detect whether we are overlapping with this portal. Because we need some kind of detection mechanism, to understand when to sense when the player ball is really trying to go through the portal. So in order to add some sensory input to this, we need to have let's see, if you just search for collision, we have different versions, but we need some kind of collision box, or we have box collision, we have capsule collision. I'm gonna choose sphere collision. So this is used to detect overlaps with a portal. And I'm gonna expand the size of it because it's currently way too small. It doesn't need to be perfect, but if you select it here, click on the W key as a shortcut. I'm gonna place it somewhere in the middle of the portal, something like this. I think this is good. And make sure the arrow is a little bit outside like this. I think this is perfect. We can always adjust this later on. And if you go to the event graph, we have some defaults here. And I'm just gonna click this white button here to just remove those bubbles with information. And we are gonna right click on our sphere component here. This is a sphere used to detect overlaps. I'm gonna right click and choose add event on component begin overlap. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is just drag from here and do a print string. No, not like this, sorry. You can type print string, drag this in here, and do this. So we will print the name of the whatever object that is overlapping with the sphere. We start with this. We haven't done the teleportation part just yet, but let's just look at how this is currently looking in the scene. So I'm gonna minimize this, go to content drawer. Here we have the portal. I'm gonna drag this out, and currently it looks like this. I'm gonna place it in front of the player because the player starts here. I'm gonna rotate it. You can also see that arrow indicating, the forward direction of the portal. I'm gonna change it. It's currently pointing to the left. I'm gonna open up the blueprint file again, go to the viewport, and if you select the spawn location, you can see that it's pointing to the left. I'm gonna rotate it. So let's see, spawn location. I'm gonna rotate it like this. Okay, I'm gonna compile and save, go back to the scene. And now you can see that it's pointing forwards. Really, as I mentioned, we are not going to use this arrow as some kind of direction. This is used for the spawn location, but if we need to, we might use it for rotational purposes later on. If we want to set the ball's rotation to the rotation of the arrow, we could do that. But for now, I'm just going to use it for location when we teleport. So each portal has its own arrow indicating the location of the spawn point. So for now, I'm going to test it as it is and just see how it behaves. I'm going to click on play. You can see that it's printing the name of the ball each time I overlap with it. And if you select the portal and go to the, let's see, details panel, select the details panel and search for other, you will see this other portal. And we can connect this to another portal. And in order to do that, we need one more portal. So what I'm going to do is just drag out one more. I'm gonna rotate this to this same rotation as the other one. Let's see. And keep in mind that we are gonna use that arrow as the spawn location. So really, if we, as it looks now, if I go into this one, it will come out like this. Okay, in this direction and location. And that's what I want for now, for testing purposes. We will test it even more later on. So let's connect the portals. I'm gonna select this one. This one is going to be connected to the other one. This is only one way, okay? So you could make it two ways if you wanted to. I'm gonna, for now, do it one way, which means that only this portal leads to the other one. Going through the other one will do nothing really, okay? We're gonna do this for now, one way. So I'm gonna search for other, select this portal, search for other, and click on this pen here. It says pick actor from scene. I'm gonna select the other actor. So now we have portal 2 selected as an exit point for this portal here. However, we haven't really done the teleportation part just yet for our code. So we need to do that. So what I'm gonna do is go to the portal, event graph. Now we know the overlap is working, so I'm just gonna remove this. And here we have the other actor. And we really need to check if this is the ball. So we could do a cast here. I'm gonna do a cast to BP. If this is the ball, we are gonna print the name again. I'm just gonna quickly print the name just to, confirm that this is really working. So if the cast succeeds, it means that this is the ball overlapping with this spear, okay? Let's just do this. I'm gonna go here. Okay, it works. You need to really get close. Also, make sure you have a big enough spear. But as you can see, it works. It prints the name of the ball. So I know that the overlap works. And in order to teleport it, we need to access the other portal. So what we're going to do is drag out this portal here, as I just did. You can right click on it and choose convert to validated get. Okay. And if this is valid, we will come out here. So what I'm going to do is we are going to set the location of the ball. Set world location. If you search for set world location of the ball, like this, it wants to know which location we want to set it to. And of course, that is the location of the arrow. Sorry, not this arrow. It is the location of the arrow of the other portal, of course. So here we have the other portal. We could access it from here as well, or directly from here, because in this area, after the valid check, we know this is valid. We do a get here, and if this is valid, we come here to the right side here. So on the right side here, where the other portal is valid, I'm just gonna drag from here and get the spawn location from it. Let's see if I can get it. Spawn. If you search for spawn location, go to the very bottom, you have this get spawn location. That is the arrow of the other portal, because each portal is having its own arrow. I'm gonna add some reroute nodes by double clicking. And really, I just want the world location of this. So I'm gonna drag here and search for get world location. So let's connect it to this one. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna click on play. So this right portal should lead to the left portal. And as you can see, I just came out from the other side. So teleportation works just fine. And also keep in mind that this is still one way, okay? It means that this portal does nothing, which I just came out from. It doesn't teleport you to anywhere. However, we can easily fix that if we wanted to. Okay, so let's do that. If you want to, as a mini challenge, please feel free to fix this yourself. If you recall, we need to connect the portals. The code is already implemented for the teleportation. You just need to connect them. So if you want to do this as a challenge, please pause the video and give this a try now. Okay, hopefully you did that. So all we need to do is go back to the scene. I'm gonna select this portal. And we can search for, well, if you select this portal, which we currently exit from, if you select the details panel and search for other, we get this other portal here. click the pen and choose the other one. So now they are both linked to each other. Let's try this again. So I'm gonna go in here. I think I got some minor error here we need to check very soon, but for now, all right, we can fix that in the next lecture. I'm gonna give this one more try, and if that crashes, I'm gonna take a look at it and fix it in the next lecture. But for now, what we can do is, let's see. Let me just double check one more time. This is connected to the portal. This is connected to the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna test it one more time. On component, we're having an infinite loop somewhere. I'm gonna take a look at it. It doesn't look like a loop to me, but it could be something due to this. I'm gonna remove this, and I'm gonna just remove that again. Save. I'm gonna see what happens now. Okay. Something is making it think this is a loop somehow. However, we will take a look at it in the next video and make sure this works. Currently, teleportation is working. We just need to fix that issue. And also, yeah, feel free to adjust the size of the portal if you want to. You can scale it, but I think the size of it is currently just fine. All right, thank you, and we will continue with this in the next one. Bye for now.